Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way. From birth to graduation, your first job to your home, and your card through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs, including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for today, Wednesday, July 29th, 2020. I'm Beverly Telesford.
And I'm Kenroy. Baptiste. In the headlines, Health Minister Nicholas Steele vows to defend his reputation following Spygate story.
Grenada records first COVID-19 case after reopening its borders.
Protesters picket Parliament as planned, despite withdrawal of controversial COVID-19 control bill.
Coming up in sports, Grenada Football Association turns to virtual training of referees during coronavirus pandemic.
And in Around the Globe, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago says upcoming elections will be fair with or without observers.
The details of these and other stories after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
As Health Minister Nicholas Steele has vowed to defend his reputation following a publication linking him to questionable activities. The story, which stated that Minister Steele denies any involvement in attempt to acquire software to hack smartphones and spy on Grenadians, was published by local newspaper The New Today, which printed a copy of a letter purported to carry a government letterhead and allegedly signed by Minister Steele.
There are rules and regulations that we make sure allow the freedom of press, but we need to consider the responsible use of that freedom, like any of the freedoms that we have. And therefore, as a citizen, I intend to exercise my rights as well, that the Constitution affords me.
Addressing the sitting of the Senate on Wednesday, Minister Steele accused The New Today of abusing freedom of the press by putting the wrong headline. The senior government minister said he respects freedom of the press, but reminds all that freedom comes with responsibility and accountability.
It's that Spygate scandal as the headlines, drawing attention with my picture on it, and a picture of someone wanted by the German government, and a fake letter.
Grenada records its first COVID-19 case after reopening its borders on July 15th. Minister for Health Nicholas Steele confirmed this in his address in the House of Representatives today. The details in this report.
Grenada confirms its 24th COVID-19 case after 6 weeks of declaring the country coronavirus-free. This was announced by Minister of Health Nicholas Steele in the House of Parliament today. The minister says the imported cases from the repatriated JetBlue flight, which arrived in Grenada on Wednesday with over 90 Grenadians. He says other results are pending.
And regrettably, I have received confirmation as well, a text while speaking, that yes, we do have one more positive case in quarantine. And regrettably, there are other results that are pending that may also be positive, but most definitely one more. So we are now at 24, Mr. Speaker.
The minister says the imported cases should not be surprising, as borders are reopened and flights are coming from high-risk countries.
Probabilities and the percentages show, not just in Grenada, but in all of the other Caribbean countries, that there are direct flights from red zone countries, particularly high red zone countries, that at least 2 or 3% at minimum of the passengers on the flights will test positive. We cannot be expected to be any exception. So, Mr. Speaker, regrettably, there will be more positive cases, but those will be positive cases that are in quarantine.
Minister Steele says while we have to welcome Grenadians back home, it is also imperative to ensure the public remains safe. For GBN News, I am Rina Per reporting.
Even as Grenada, the government of Grenada withdrew its COVID-19 control bill that was scheduled to be presented today, a crowd gathered outside of Grenada's Parliament building to voice its dissatisfaction over the proposed document. Christina John spoke to some of the people protesting against the bill.
Representation from different factions of society spoke out on the bill, which some consider is meant to control the people.
The control bill, as total control bill, it's a total control that the government is seeking of the people. It has nothing to do with health.
And I'm concerned with what is going on here, not only this particular issue, but all around. We have what we call a one-party state here, and we have a dictatorship. And you cannot have a dictatorship in a democracy.
Purpose of this bill, which is supposed to be a health measure, right? First of all, you would see there is significant overreach in the bill, and I think that it puts us in a really precarious position.
These two individuals say they have been living in Grenada for years and are fearful of the change that is presenting itself. No need, they say, for a bill.
And I do not agree with the bill, simply because we don't have any cases, so there is no emergency on the island. Why put a bill? We can continue as we did, observing the laws and caring for each other's health.
And I want it to remain as I met it, so I don't want any change, I don't want any loss of freedom. Yes, we respect the law, we have no cases, so I agree with what my friend said.
Some people believe they should have been included in the process and clearly expressed that they are not ready for this.
A bill going to Parliament is supposed to be representation of the people's concerns. The people have not been given the opportunity to consult on that bill. They've not had the opportunity to make an input into the bill. Yet those who claim to represent us are saying that they represent us.
The bill was declared without the people knowing. So who say, because they said it's not going to happen today, that it really will not? Everything is a secret from the people of Grenada.
Government maintains the COVID-19 control bill is for the public's safety and the regulations already exist. However, the bill will bring an end to the state of emergency. But leader of the National Democratic Congress, Franca Alexis Bernardin, says if there is no case of COVID-19, there's no need for the bill.
Tell us that we are COVID-19 free, and on the other hand, you tell us that we go into a state of emergency. These two are not compatible. See? So therefore, there's more in the pot. There's some other reason behind it.
Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell, speaking at today's sitting of Parliament, stated government's stance on the COVID-19 control bill, saying it's not meant to control the people.
That while we talk about this, and quite rightly so, we should talk also about the fear and the problems that may emerge if we do not stay the course. There's some persons who may believe that we are being too harsh and dictatorial. I'm hearing these comments about dictatorship in trying to protect people's lives. We have to be careful. We deal with issues, yes. If there's an error, let's deal with it and express ourselves. But don't forget the main thing, protection of lives of the people of our country.
Christina John, GBN News.
The Grenada Parliament building was officially opened on June 21st, 2018. The structure, which took 25 months to complete, was designed to accommodate public sitting for 200. However, for today's sitting of Parliament, members of the public were not allowed inside. Details in this report.
Many raised concerns from those gathered outside Parliament on Wednesday. People are saying some people should be allowed in as matters discussed concerns the populace.
This is Parliament building is a people's building, not to infringe on our liberty to prevent us to go into the Parliament.
Originally, when this building was conceptualized, and I heard it was only made to accommodate 250 persons compared to the previous one, I said the government is restricting people's participation in the process of governance in the country.
Have removed all of the public. So who is witnessing what is ongoing in Parliament now? There we're discussing the people's business. Who takes the decision to lock the people out of the people's house?
Speaker of the House, Michael Pierre, in his opening statement, provided the rationale behind people not being allowed inside.
Decision is taken by the Clerk of Parliament in consultation with the Speaker of the House of Representatives. And I'm sure maybe parliamentarians may have been surprised to hear the announcement that that is so, but the Clerk of Parliament has to make sure that every member of the House and the media and the nation is safe. We have, however, tried to provide limited access, maybe to 2 or 3 media houses, if they come by.
Christina John, GBN News.
All right. Stakeholders are being encouraged to participate in consultations on the proposed COVID-19 control bill. Rena Pear tells us more.
Attorney General of Grenada, Dashan Ramdani, says the input of all stakeholders on the proposed COVID-19 control bill is essential, and as such, they should voice their concerns to the government in good faith. The AG, who was speaking on GBN's To The Point program with host Blossom Alexis Welch, says their input can help transform the bill to one that will be accepted by the Grenadian people.
I mean, you must conclude that we need to have some measures going forward, some measures, wherever they are, whether in the Public Health Act, whether separately, whether in regulations or whether in a bill, we need to have something going forward. And if it is law, then I would urge that let us think that it should be the highest lawmaking body in the land making those rules. Let us think that way. So in relation to the consultation process, I think we all need to approach this in good faith.
Mr. Ramdani states that communication is a key factor in this matter, as government is paying attention to stakeholders' concerns.
I'm listening to this. The policymakers are already in conversations with me. We are already in conversations. We are already discussing this particular provision in the proposed bill. And so let us engage in good faith. Let us engage in meaningful consultation. Please don't close the door to open dialogue. I am hoping that something good will come out of talking. They say that communication will solve many things, even in the I do situation. Yes? We need to talk. We need to have a conversation, and we are prepared to listen.
The COVID-19 control bill was scheduled to be passed in Parliament on Wednesday, but was withdrawn for consultation and review. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
We take a break, but still to come. Prime Minister says business operators who were caught cheating government stimulus program will be spared from legal action. This is News at 7. Stay with us.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the best fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, keeping you connected. Terms and conditions apply.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need, and we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LED. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
How do you know if it is working?
We pay attention to the usage history table. Over time, our average usage has decreased.
Renelec, energizing our Grenada.
Free groceries for 1 year when you shop at the food fair. Up to $8,400 in groceries. Every $50 spent between June 15th and September 30th gives you the opportunity to enter into the grand prize draw for October 9th, 2020. Third prize, free groceries for 3 months. Second prize, free groceries for 6 months. And the grand prize, free groceries every month for 1 year. There will be exciting giveaways monthly. Food fair, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets. This promotion is sponsored by Food Fair Supermarket, Dutch Lady, Chief, Promo, Danny, and Supreme. Social distancing and hygienic protocols will be maintained at all times.
Our superheroes are all among us. They don't wear capes nor have superpowers. In fact, they appear to be quite ordinary. They are the ones who provide us with food. They are our farmers, our grocery store workers, our vendors. They are our fishermen. They are the ones who heal us, our doctors and medical practitioners. They are the ones who protect us, our police officers. They are all the other essential workers who make this period bearable. And how can we forget our teachers, dedicated to educating our children no matter the circumstance. To everyone who is doing their part to make sure the wheel keeps turning, Ariza says, thank you.
After months on lockdown,
I know you're feeling pain.
Finally, some good news. Grenada, get ready as Megaforce Promotion says. On Sunday, August 2nd at 6 p.m., something big is about to go down. Get ready for Waggy T's Virtual Bingo. You can win US $10,000 cash.
Wow! No way!
Tickets are available on gotofed.com or special box offices island-wide for only $10 US. The Stadium Vibes is now online with DJs, artists, lots of fun and excitement. It's easy to play, so give it a try. You will love it. Remember, Sunday, August 2nd. As Waggy T presents the massive Virtual Bingo. 9 artists, 2 rounds of performances, $75,000 in cash prizes to be won, plus $10,000 for the Digicel People's Choice. Friday, August 7th, it's the first ever Cyber Monarch Groovy and Power Soca event, powered by Sunshine Promotions and Digicel.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to News at 7. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says government will not take legal action against some businesses found in questionable practices to benefit from the stimulus package. But he's appealing to business owners to be considerate. Cherry and Blackman-Stephen has this report.
Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Dr. Keith Mitchell, said there is no need to take legal action against anyone for irregularities discovered in government stimulus package. Addressing the House of Representatives on Wednesday, Prime Minister Mitchell outlined some of the problems discovered.
Some businesses indicated the inclusion, they included allowances, service charges, holiday pay as part of the base salary when making claim for the payroll support. Secondly, salary data submitted by employers, and I'm just being qualified, Mr. Speaker, some employers, right, for the employees did not match the information contained in the National Insurance Scheme database regarding the salary amounts. Misrepresentation of the salaries of senior management and management level staff to make them eligible for stimulus payments despite being expressly excluded from the benefit. That's the third. Fourthly, remitting smaller amounts to employers than was received. Fifthly, employees have reported to the Secretariat that some employers have paid them less than 40% of the salary provided for in the stimulus package for disbursement to approved applicants. Sixthly, some entities have not paid NIS for their employees, although employee records show deductions were made from their salaries.
Prime Minister Mitchell is appealing to business owners to be considerate as government seeks to assist those affected due to COVID-19. He told Parliament the reported matters were investigated.
The staff have been given the short payments, and instances where payments were made inappropriately, the funds were repaid into the consolidated fund. As a result, there has not been a need to pursue legal action.
Dr. Mitchell said the irregularity created by some businesses created unnecessary problems for public officers.
A few businesses had the audacity, when employers approached them, was blaming the government. And to me, that was so unfair, because here are the workers doing all they can. You did not do what you have to do, and then you put in the blame on the government. Politicians always end up with the blame.
The Prime Minister's response was an answer to urgent questions submitted by Leader of the Opposition, Tobias Clement. Cherry and Blackman-Stephen, GBN News.
Over the past few years in Grenada, the number of people sitting English A CXC exams have always been greater than those sitting CXC mathematics. According to statistics in Grenada, there were 1,238 and 1,288 students sitting English A in 2018 and 2019 respectively, compared to 985 candidates in 2018 and 976 candidates in 2019 for mathematics. The pass rates have also fluctuated over the years, and as such, many are unsure as to what to expect for the year 2020. GBN's Rena Pear spoke with some students in the St. George's area about the exams so far.
Figures gathered by the Ministry of Education show from 2010 to 2016, the pass rate in English A increased, then declined in 2017, increased again in 2018, and continued in 2019. However, in mathematics, passes increased from 2012 to 2014 and then decreased until 2017, increased again in 2018, then decreased in 2019. The fluctuation in results over the years makes it difficult to predict what the outcome of 2020 will be, especially with the effects of COVID-19. To get an insight into how this year's mathematics exams went, we caught up with students from the Presentation Brothers College after they completed their paper on Monday.
It was very challenging at first, but then as I went through the paper, it got easier for me. The most challenging part was with matrices.
Was it? It was good, man. Well, you know, I worked them papers, so all them things just started coming back. And a lot of papers we did, there's things we do before, so it was really easy.
The young ladies of St. Joseph Convent, St. George's, and the Anakin High School also shared their experience.
It was really good. We practiced a lot, and we had a lot of classes up to yesterday with our teacher, so it was really, really good. There was a lot of questions that repeated, so it was pretty easy, I would say.
My exam today was really good.
Tell me, anything challenging?
I wouldn't say challenging, just made you think more.
I think that math was a really good exam. There were a few challenges. They didn't say that specifically, but I think there were a few challenges. Well, it wasn't that challenging. It wasn't hard, it wasn't easy, but it was okay. It was quite well, to be honest. I didn't really see much difficult questions, but that's just my opinion.
For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
Now government is working to keep its promise to kidney patients in the country. Today in Parliament, the Minister for Health, Nicholas Steele, disclosed plans to provide dialysis treatment at the General Hospital by September.
Dialysis units for government-run dialysis centre have been ordered, are on the way. The delay, Mr. Speaker, is also that the individuals who need to come to install are in the United States. And it poses a problem. These individuals would like to come just for a week and do the installation, but we have some strict quarantine measures. So we're working through that, but we can say, based on the report I received yesterday from the hospital director, dialysis services will be up and running by middle of September at our General Hospital.
This is News at 7. We're reporting the news here at the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Stay close.
Missing the mass? No, here's an opportunity to win big with the Grenada Distillers Limited. Purchase any specially marked bottle of pure white or special dark for a chance to win. Look out for the Missing the Mass scratch ticket and win prizes instantly. Available at supermarkets island-wide. Prizes include mobile top-up, hydration backpack, domino sets, shot glasses, Clax Code product, t-shirts, and other Spice Mass merchandise. Plus much more. Grand prize, the ultimate Missing the Mass Clax Code beach line for you and 10 friends. Food, drinks, music, and more. It's the Missing the Mass scratch and win promotion. Clax Code Rum, Grenada's #1 rum.
Sale at all the outlets, hotspot outlets. You're going to go to the Carnage, the Grenville, or the Sutter's hotspot, and you get sales and deals on all items. You can get these on potato, you can get these on saltfish, onion, garlic, mackerel, toilet paper, and we even have the currants and the raisin at $10 per pound, lowest price island-wide. So people just come down or go up or go across, but just make sure and go to hotspots.
It's new, innovative and classy, and a cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&M Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&M Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
The Esplanade Mall, something for everyone. Go on a shopping spree today and experience some magic.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
Hello again. Preparations are continuing for the resumption of school in September under a blended approach. Education Minister Emmeline Pear at today's cabinet sitting spoke of plans for the recommencement of classes.
Schools have not reopened since closing in March, with exception made for the students sitting current CSEC exams. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought about changes to the learning environment, though there are foreseeable difficulties in modifying the classroom setting to fit the COVID-19 protocols, especially to comply with the 6 feet distancing. The Ministry of Education has been working on plans to make the new norm work in time for the new school year. In fact, a blended approach will be applied to learning. Education Minister Emmeline Pear elaborated on the initiative at today's Parliament sitting.
The intention at this point is to have a blended approach going forward, meaning face-to-face as well as online. And one of the basic primary reasons for that is the fact that in any classroom in Grenada at this time, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, if you're going to be social or physically distancing 6 feet apart, it would be impossible to accommodate the same number of students that you accommodated before we went on or during this period. And so, Mr. Speaker, we are putting all of the systems in place, and we will announce to the nation what will be the approach in the context of the availability of resources.
After considering the new conditions and students' ability to adapt, the decision was taken to use e-books and printed books side by side in the initial year. At the same time, the Ministry of Education is adamant on improving the learning environment for the students.
So we are not going to be, as old people would say, braps, moving from X to Y. We are going side by side for one entire school year, the use of textbook, print books, and electronic books. And so the transition would be an extremely smooth one. Amidst all that is happening, this government's commitment for development of infrastructure in schools remains solid and steadfast. We have said that we understand that our students and teachers need better environment for teaching and learning, and we have kept that commitment, and we continue to keep that commitment.
So far, the government has received up to 60% of the electronic devices for secondary school students, which will aid in the transition to include e-learning into schools. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Education has announced the date and locations for the commencement of its summer program, set to begin on Thursday, July 30th, which is tomorrow. The program is for all grade 6 students who were not awarded a place at a secondary school for the 2020 to 2021 academic year. Students are asked to report to the respective centers tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Students from St. Patrick, St. Mark, and St. John are required to report to the Bonaire Government School. St. George's students are to present themselves to the St. George's Anglican Senior School, while students from St. David should go to the Crowshoe RC School. Students in the parish of St. Andrew are required to go to the St. Andrew's Methodist School.
We invite you to stay with us. We'll be right back.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load. With tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with Tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with Tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with Tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. A telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
After months on lockdown,
I know you're feeling pain.
Finally, some good news. Grenada, get ready as Megaforce Promotion says.
Tingo nice again, tingo nice again.
On Sunday, August 2nd at 6 p.m., something big is about to go down. Get ready for YDT's Virtual Bingo. You can win US $10,000 cash.
Wow!
No way! Tickets are available on gotofed.com or special box offices island-wide for only $10. The Stadium Vibes is now online with DJs, artists, lots of fun and excitement. It's easy to play, so give it a try. You will love it. Remember, Sunday, August 2nd.
Tingo nice again, tingo nice again.
As YT presents the massive Virtual Bingo.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
We continue to keep a close eye on tropical weather developments in the region. Well, from the looks of it, we are into the middle of a very busy Atlantic hurricane season. And the Grenada Broadcasting Network wants to ensure that you are provided with optimal information on the weather. GBN sister station TV6 in Trinidad incorporates a comprehensive regional forecast as part of its nightly newscast, as part of continued efforts to increase synergies among the One Caribbean media grouping. The GBN will incorporate the nightly weather reports into our newscast. We cross over to TV6's forecaster, Sagani Mohammed.
Happening across the islands now because we are still tracking potential tropical cyclone 9 over in the Atlantic, just moving over westward from the Caribbean islands at this time. This system is still a massive system, and no, it is not a tropical storm just yet, but we are waiting patiently to see what will happen. A lot of the alerts and advisories have been released at this time for some of the islands, or lifted rather for a few of the islands. You can check that updated list on social media. Join me there at Sigoni or at CCN TV6. You'll get all the latest as to what's happening with PTC 9. But at the same time, we got some wicked weather today, some gusty winds. A shelf cloud was spotted, showers and thunderstorm activity. We had a roof blowing off. We had trees falling. What happened earlier today? But believe it or not, we got some winds from the west-southwest, and that helped to pull a lot of that moisture right into PTC 9. So it impacted our wind flow and changed the direction of our winds, and that's what brought in a lot of activity for us within the last 6 to 12 hour period. So what can we expect into the rest of the evening, pushing over tonight into tomorrow? Can we see that kind of weather because the system is still out there? Honestly, let's take a look at what's happening, because we still have a lot of moisture and instability in the atmosphere. And what we're seeing right now is that there are a few showers still moving across the western portion of the island, clipping a couple of parts of Tobago this evening as well. And we'll see those temperatures dropping, still getting down to the mid-20 marker where our lows are concerned this evening. But you feel that partly cloudy spell still persisting there. Showers and thunder shower activity on the isolated side still moving across the islands. And into tomorrow's outlook, let's take a look at what's happening here, because between sunrise and sunset, I told you last night, have the umbrella on hand. If you didn't have it today, well, that's on you. Tomorrow you definitely need it, because we are expecting a similar trend in the forecast for the next 24 to 48 hour period, that variably cloudy spell. So you get the seesaw of sunshine and cloudiness, and within that cloudy spell you get the showers picking up, the isolated thunderstorms as well. Temperatures start to get up there where we have that sunshine coming out, highs into the early 30s. But again, when you have that heavy downpour, look out for the gusty winds and the possibility of street or flash flooding. That's likely because why? We are most definitely in our wet season, and that's what you expect. It rains. So you want to be mindful of that. For those of you with a marine interest, guess what? The rainfall will be impacting you as well. Look out for a slight chop in those sheltered areas, but generally winds coming in at 15 to 20 knots from a northeast to southeasterly direction. Notice the wind shift there. Seas at first between 6 and 8 feet in height, dropping by nightfall, getting down to 4, possibly 6 feet in height, but still anywhere between 1.5 and 2.5 meters in height during the 24-hour period. So you want to be mindful as to what's happening offshore. Again, a slight chop may just be encountered in those sheltered areas. So here's a look at your tidal times across the islands. Not a big change happening for those marine interests, except for that bit of showery activity. But for those of us on land, you need to be careful. Have your raincoat on hand just in case, and most definitely pack your umbrella. Don't leave home without it. That's a wrap on your forecast. More on PTC 9 on social media. Join me there for now. So over to James Saunders. What do you have for us, James, in sports? And welcome.
At Communal, we are adapting to meet the changing needs of our shareholders and members. Times are changing, and with the changing times comes a whole new way to do business. Our parents may have done their banking a different way. Communal's state-of-the-art online banking and international debit card allows members to do business with great ease. It's like literally having a branch in your very own hands. Need a loan? Apply online from the comfort of your own home anywhere in the world, and your request will be dealt with remotely. Want to transfer between your accounts or another shareholder? No wait time for transactions to update. Voila! Who needs receipts when you can receive them via e-statements on your mobile device and save the environment? Not a communal member? You can join our family today by applying online. At Communal, we see you working hard to ensure that you save, invest, and grow. Communal, join us today. This will be the best financial decision you have ever made.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Missing the mass? No, here's an opportunity to win big with the Grenada Distillers Limited. Purchase any specially marked bottle of pure white or special dark for a chance to win. Look out for the Missing the Mass scratch ticket and win prizes instantly. Available at supermarkets island-wide. Prizes include mobile top-up, hydration backpack, domino sets, shot glasses, Clax Code product, t-shirts, and other Spice Mass merchandise. Plus much more. Grand prize. The ultimate Missing the Mass Clax Code Beach Line for you and 10 friends. Food, drinks, music, and more. It's the Missing the Mass Scratch and Win promotion. Clax Code Rum, Grenada's #1 rum.
Hills and Valley Med Care Center, located on Grenville Street, St. George's, has a highly professional team that gives excellent service in massage therapy, physiotherapy, speech therapy, medical consultation, and more. Hills and Valley Med Care Center sells a wide range of medical supplies, offers home visits for patients in Grenada and Carrier Crew, and opens Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. through to 7 p.m. Visit or call Hills and Valley Med Care Center today, 435-6904.
They say sometimes less is more, but at Real Value IGA Supermarket, we believe more is more. And since we are all about more, we want to buy more from farmers like you so we can sell more to our customers. If you have a farmer's ID and fresh produce to sell, Real Value IGA wants to buy.
For more information, contact Real Value IGA on WhatsApp at 405-4405 or give them a call at 439-2121.
All right, time now for this evening's GBN ISAW compliments Clear Vision Eye Center.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
Tonight, our ISAW reporter captured a bolt of lightning that struck during last night's adverse weather conditions. Last evening, the Met Office announced that the island will experience overcast conditions associated with potential tropical cyclone number 9. We thank our ISAW reporter for that submission. You can send in your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and breezy with few brief showers, some fair spells, and the possible isolated thunder shower. Tonight's minimum temperature, 25.5 degrees Celsius. Wind southeasterly to south-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 9 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine advisory remains in effect. Tides high at 11:15 p.m. and low at 6:30 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow, 5:54. Weather for Thursday, July 30th, partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and breezy, with few brief to widely scattered showers and the possible isolated thunder shower improving during the evening. Weather for Friday, July 31st, generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief showers possible. And weather for Saturday, August 1st, generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with the isolated shower possible. Stay with us, sports is up next.
Good evening, sporting fans. Virtual training of referees is now the go for the Grenada Football Association since the onset of the pandemic in March. First Vice President of the Grenada Football Association, Alan James, who also serves as chairman of the Referees Committee, says they have been virtually meeting with referees to increase their knowledge of the sport.
The session are being facilitated by Mr. Valman Bido, who is our referees officer and also our technical instructor. We also had assistance from our regional development officer, Mr. Xavier Santos, Mr. Dave Mickle, and also Mr. Victor Stewart, who came in a couple of times and shared input as relates to referee development. We believe that it is very key in terms of moving forward as referees, and particularly to the new amendments with the laws of the game, which came into effect on the 1st of June. So it is important that our referees are fair and they understand the methodology as relates to the laws of the game in terms of the new amendments.
Participation has been keen. However, James expects increased involvement as the committee pursues referees' development.
As part of our ongoing development, we'll be hosting our FIFA Referees online course from July 29 to August 2nd, from 7:30 p.m. in the evening. The session will be held for 2.5 hours. We have 30 referees who will be participating in that workshop. The workshop will be facilitated by Mr. Victor Stewart, CONCACAF technical instructor, Mr. Valman Vido, our local instructor, Mr. Xavier Santos, FIFA regional development officer, Mr. Onis Richardson, our fitness officer, and Ms. Kelisha Antoine, regional FIFA fitness officer, will be conducting that course.
Meanwhile, one of the facilitators for the referees course, referees officer Valman Bidor, recently participated in a course himself. Bidor took part in an annual Train the Trainers program, which is designed to understand the new amendments in football and learn new concepts.
The course was very rewarding, as always. We did the amendments which came in effect on June 1st, and now it's the time for us to return to teach our local match officials so that they can apply these laws in uniformity and the concepts which call for adapting in the modern game. The main changes in the laws when it comes to handball, match incidents, offside, which is one of the most controversial law.
The GFA referees officer says he and other instructors will translate the new concepts and laws to local referees. He adds that educating fans, players and coaches is also of critical importance.
The laws of the game is for all parties, including players, coaches, sponsors, fans, and not only the match officials. So it's incumbent that it's important that we reach out via maybe the same Zoom or radio or television programs to teach and to also make people aware of the new amendments, right? In terms of handball, the clarity, right? What FIFA wants from the shoulder to the armpit, right? And the movements of the hand, if it's natural or unnatural position, making the body bigger.
He expects the participation in the virtual sessions of the referees course to be very interactive. Now, Grenada's lone Paralympic para-athlete, Shauna Charles, represented Grenada in a discussion on communicating Paralympic sports and disability hosted by the America's Paralympic Committee. The session began at 5 p.m. local time in Grenada and was aired on social media via the America's Paralympic Committee Facebook page. Shauna Charles was on a panel of 4, and the Grenada Broadcasting Network will bring you details of the discussion in Thursday's Sports News. Around the globe, TNT's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley is again expressing confidence in the Elections and Boundaries Commission to conduct free and fair elections in the country with or without election observers. He said, quote, "Commonwealth observers are definitely not coming, and as for CARICOM observers, maybe." Unquote. On a political platform in San Fernando on Monday night, the Prime Minister said it may be difficult for them to be here in light of COVID-19 measures. Nicholas Lutchman-Singh has more.
I have no problem with observers. In fact, if the observers could come or could have come, we would have been very happy, because we would like to have seen the aid that they would have given us for elections. Because our Election and Boundaries Commission is one of the few institutions that they didn't manage to undermine, but they tried.
They referring to the UNC, as the Prime Minister went on to explain the requests being made by the UNC concerning election observers.
Now they're talking about if observers don't come, it's my fault, and with your outer placeness, I must show her the letter that the Commonwealth replied saying that they can't afford to send people here for 14 days quarantine. But I'm showing nobody any letter. I'm telling you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, that the Commonwealth told us that it is too expensive for them to undertake that mission.
He said CARICOM is also trying to put a team together, but that too is difficult.
Even if we try to modify our quarantine arrangements, I don't know, but they're working on it, and if they do get through, we'll try to cooperate with them if it is reasonable, because nobody is coming in here and run around this country having come from outside. Nobody is coming in here under any guise of anything and go run around among the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You are my responsibility. You are my first responsibility, and I will protect you.
The Prime Minister said observers or no observers, he expects that elections will be conducted fair and free from interference as a disciplined people. Nicholas Lutchman-Singh, TV6 News.
Well, the Dominica government said yesterday it would forge ahead with plans to decriminalize marijuana, which it also views as a sector that could develop a revenue stream and provide for foreign exchange earnings. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit said that there has been a global thrust in recent times to decriminalize certain aspects of marijuana possession, growth and ownership. He said that in the manifesto of of the ruling Dominica Labour Party, DLP, for the general elections in November last year. There was also a pledge to expunge the criminal records of all individuals previously convicted for possessing a spliff or small quantities of marijuana that were clearly not for sale or trafficking, and to halt prosecutions of individuals found in possession of 1 ounce or less of marijuana for personal use. He said that a draft of the Drugs Prevention of Misuse Amendment Bill 2020 is being finalized and will be presented to Parliament at its next sitting. That is Around the Globe. In a moment, we'll remind you of the headlines. A reminder of the headlines. Health Minister Nicholas Steele vows to defend his reputation following Spygate story.
Grenada records first COVID-19 case after reopening its borders.
Protesters picket Parliament as planned despite withdrawal of controversial COVID-19 control bill.
In sports, Grenada Football Association turns to virtual training of referees during the COVID-19 pandemic.
And in Around the Globe, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, says upcoming elections will be fair with or without observers.
Now, if you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight.
Continue to follow us online, gbn.gd, or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other stories. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste.
And I'm Beverly, Telesford. That's news. Good night.
Good night.